Welcome YouTubers to another wine review. Today we have for you Lindeman's Bin 40. It's a Merlot mixed with a little bit of Shiraz. It was fermented in French oak. It was grown in southeastern Australia, harvested in March 2014 and bottled in August 2014. So this bottle roughly has about a year and a couple of months. Pretty cool, right? Its pH is 3.5, so it's a little acidic. And it is encased in a Bordeaux wine bottle, and that's because it has a punt that's very pronounced, slender walls up to pronounced shoulders, and because it is a red liquid, it is also made with a dark olive glass that preserves or eliminates some of the oxidation, because it's a darker bottle and light can't go through it, so it slows down its maturity, as you can see. So this is your Bordeaux wine bottle. So let's look into its history, where the wine came from, what are its roots, and how we are to enjoy it. So Dr. Henry Lindeman planted his first Lindeman vines in Hunter Valley in 1843. This is in northwest Australia. One of the winemakers there, he was actually an assistant for 36 years, and he was an apprentice, pretty much. And he got a liking to it, and he found himself making fine wines. His name is Wayne Falkenberg. Now, the Lindemans have a winner, a particular wine bottle that's worth thousands of dollars now, and I'll give you the history of it. In 1965, Lindeman's Hunter River Burgundy Bin 3100 and the Hunter River Burgundy 3110 are those two winners. Now, it was a custom that from the Shiraz, or actually, was it the Shiraz? Give me a second. I think it was Shiraz. Yeah. So the Shiraz, they would make 3 variety of wines from it. But this particular year, they only made 2 because it was so uniform. The taste was uniform. Some critics say they should have made just 1. So there's a little rarity thing going there, something peculiar, right? Now, the whites were picked first, and since there was no more space, the Shiraz was later picked at about a month later, because, you know, there was no space, and they finally came around to it. But since it was a drought year, they matured slowly, so the Shiraz was okay. Now, they were bottled in a Bordeaux style wine bottle, and the other one was a Burgundy wine bottle, so they were meant for aging. And another peculiar thing, since it came in at an alcohol content of 14.5, that's what I believe it means, they released it till 1978, so 10 years later. Pretty interesting stuff. So it didn't pick up such a hype until this critic named Len Evans, when writing about these wines many years ago, revealed that one had a dollop of Pinot Noir, right? So black grape. And that sparked a frenzy. People were like, ooh, you know, is the Noir going to come out later? Is it going to flavor the wine? I mean, what's going to happen, you know? So it began a cult following, and that's what set it off. So that was the winner, 1965 Lindeman's 3100 and 3110. It's a very interesting history and lineage that this wine comes from. In 1980, Lindeman's St. George Cabernet Sauvignon won coveted Jimmy Watson Trophy, and it has accumulated many achievements throughout its time. So, very cool. You know, we got a winner here. Let's do a taste test. So I wrote some quick notes about me drinking this wine over 3-4 days now. And here we go. It's easy to drink. I prefer to drink it really cold or chilled. Has a straightforward taste of Merlot. I mean, with some complex of Shiraz and spicy oak, but not too much. It's silky sweet and not tingly sweet. There's a difference there. It's red, bold, body, no SPF used to tan this beauty. Suave, plump, balmy, Merlot. If there's one con I would say is that it's too thin with no muscle. But it's a delicious wine. It's really easy to drink. So let's do an in-depth grading. Let me put in my Excel sheet here. The clarity on this wine is a 1. Obviously, it's been filtered and it doesn't look like mud. So it's a 1. Color, it's light red. It's not a blend of different reds. So it's clear, you know. It's a pretty dark, pretty good color for Merlot. The bouquet, it's not simple, so it does have a peppery scent. Yeah, you do have the oak, maybe a little sweetness to it. It's not plain and simple, you know, your plain Jane $6 bottle of Merlot with like 6% alcohol. So it's a fun drink. I gave it a 1 because it's a Merlot, it's not a blend. So it maxed out that. The alcohol, I gave it a 1. It is a 13.5, but it's not overpowering. I don't know how they did it, but when compared to the essential reds that we had previously, this Merlot is the same alcohol content, but it doesn't bite you. It doesn't kick your butt. I like it. It might be the sugar behind it, but yeah, it's not too sweet. So, pretty unique stuff. Like I said, it's an easy drink, especially chilled. Like, really good. Sweetness, I gave it a 1 because it's not overpowering. Somehow they blended it out really well. Flavor, it's simple. It's a Merlot. They perhaps added Shiraz, I don't know. But it's not too plain Jane, so I gave it a 1. Bitterness, there's no bitterness whatsoever. Give it a 1. Tannins, you know, I don't expect too much tannins from a Merlot. And in its category, I mean, it's only what? I think it was $12 or I think it was like $7 or something. So I gave it a 1. I mean, you know, $7 bottle for, you know, against an $80 bottle. We're not going to do that here. So it's a 1. And emotion, overall quality, I gave it another 1 because it's just, for what it is, its category, it's superb. It's just a simple, fun, easy to drink wine, especially cold. So in total, it came out to 9.8 in its category, right? Not to compete with Dom Perignon or any other. Actually, that's champagne, different category. See, that's what I mean. So there you have it. Now let's see what else surfaces. Let's give it another taste. Super easy to drink. Just straightforward Merlot. As you noticed, I drank all the wine right before my review, so I consider myself an expert. Super easy to drink. 13.5 alcohol content. I can't believe it. It's not too sweet either. You know, it doesn't leave your mouth super dry. Awesome aftertaste. Actually, I don't think it even has an aftertaste. Maybe a grape Merlot aftertaste of sweetness, but definitely no bitter aftertaste. It's just super smooth. So that's my review of Lindeman's Bin 40 Merlot. I highly recommend it, and it's only $7. Should give it a try, especially cold. Thank you very much, and I hope you've enjoyed my review. See you next time, guys, where we'll study French wines. We're going to dive into it hardcore.